Welcome to our first tutorial for Dota 2. Hello Geeks and Geekettes, this is the Lord of Geeks and you're watching Geeks Gameplay. We're starting a new series on the channel where we're going to teach you about Dota and the Dota heroes. Well, Dota is a MOBA game, which is a multiplayer online battle arena, where you play one of the characters in a 5v5 team to take over towers and destroy the other team's ancient. That's the basic explanation of the game. You can find Dota on Steam. It's a free-to-play game where you can download it. I think it's around 15 gigabytes, and it doesn't need a lot of specs for the computer to just run the game. For the first tutorial of the game, I'm gonna teach you about my favorite character, which is the Sand King. If you watch the channel, you can find a couple of videos where I played as Sand King before, and we're gonna just run a turbo game to see. Just give me a second. We should choose our fastest servers to find a match. Okay, now we're searching for a match. As I was saying, Dota 2 has a large number of heroes, I think around 121 now, and they keep expanding and adding new heroes all the way. And also you can find lots and lots of updates where they just make the performance better, and sometimes they tinker with the map and change stuff to just help you not feel bored while playing the game and to keep things new all the time. Okay, they found a match for us and we're gonna start. Okay, first, when you start the game, you will be given a choice to ban a character. So you sometimes,
your turn to ban.
If you hate to play against a character or a hero, you should pick it. I hate to play against Slardar, so I'm picking it right away to ban it. And after the 5 seconds are over, all the heroes are banned, and then you get to choose the character you want to play with, or the hero. I'm gonna choose Sand King since this is the tutorial for Sand King. And here we go. So basically, you're giving a guide at the game, and they tell you what the recommended items you should buy. And I'm gonna buy the recommended items I chosen from the guide I want. You have a hero challenge here where you can pick.
10 seconds remaining.
You can pick a challenge to perform during the game, which would give you more charge, some XP to advance your skins. The game doesn't give you much tinkering with the hero. You can only change the looks of the hero. As you can see, for the Sand King, I have a custom skin. The character actually doesn't look like that. It looks something like this. I'm gonna try to remove all of them before the time runs out. I couldn't do it. Anyway, you can buy skins, and these skins will not affect how well you're gonna play the character, or will not affect the spells, and will not affect anything in the game. The only thing that can affect your gameplay is you.
Void, go swap лайнами. Иди на диск, будешь керри.
Okay.
Prepare for battle.
I go.
So I'm gonna
Oh yes.
go.
This one, my friend,
How'd that happen? How'd that happen?
As you can see here, there's a guide I chosen, and this guide was
Void,
created by
иди на
me.
низ, будешь керри. Сладкий.
30 seconds to battle.
More than right. Granted.
These guys are annoying me. They wanted the ward, and now they don't want the ward. So I'm just gonna take the ward and try to plant it wherever they want. Here it is.
The battle begins.
We're gonna try to take.
Finally.
There's a bounty at the beginning of the game that spawns at 4 different locations. So the point is to try to get the shards. And someone just paused because someone is. I think the Monkey King is not playing.
That happened.
So we're gonna have to wait for him to come back. This gives me time to keep on explaining other stuff in the game. Now he's back, so they unpause.
Forward.
You can follow a guide that will teach you what items you should get at the beginning of the game, so you wouldn't get confused. There are lots and lots of items and upgrades that you can buy. So you should pick a guide and try to stick to it. I'm gonna try to buy some of the items in that guide. Because now, in this game you have roles. As you see, there should be, since there are 3 lanes, there should be a support and a carry at each of the lanes. So the support should help the carry get the kills and get the last hits, since the last hits are what gets you money and coins in the game. And you should try to hit your team creeps before the other team gets the last hit, so that would give them less XP and will just limit their advancement in the game and make it a little bit slower. And that would help you, especially at the beginning of the game. Now, the items I bought. There's this tree thing, the tree leaf. This tree leaf gives you health, but in small amounts. And I think I'm gonna die here. Run away. So I just ate a tree. If you see, I just clicked on the tree thing and pointed at the tree, and I'm eating it. So it's healing me 7 HP per second. The spells for the Sand King are, this spell, the Bar Strike, is a stun attack, where I can attack an enemy, hero, or unit from a far location or a far distance, and that will stun them for some amount of time. The thing I'm hit with, the purple circle that I'm hit with, is one of the spells by Witch Doctor. This spell is, whenever I'm hit with it, I will lose HP as much as HP as the hits I take during the time when the purple circle is hitting me. So my second spell, as you can see, is the Sandstorm thing. This Sandstorm causes enemies damage when they are inside the Sandstorm, and I am invisible in the Sandstorm since I am the Sand King, of course. So I do not take, they cannot see me unless they buy a ward for it. I'm gonna try to help this guy, but I think it's too late. He is already a god, sadly, so I'm going to try not to die, but it was his bad as he just missed. I'm gonna try to heal myself. The thing I use, the healing slab, is it gives you a large amount of HP in a short time. But if you're hit, you would stop getting that healing effect. As you can see, they are hitting the creeps with the last hit, and that is causing me to die. That's causing me to lose XP. I know the game sounds complicated, but once you get used to it, you'll understand what I'm talking about much more. The third spell that Sand King has is the Caustic Finale. The Caustic Finale is whenever I hit a creep or an enemy, they get poisoned. And once they die, all the enemies around it gets a little bit of damage. As much as you can see here, the base damage is 70, and then maximum health damage 10%, and they get moves well. So I try to hit the creeps and not kill them, so my carry would get the guys are really I couldn't reach him. I tried to hit the creep. They planted a ward, so now they can see
Bottom
me.
tower is under attack.
So I'm buying a ward to do what? Now the blue ward helps you. The blue ward helps you see invisible things and invisible creeps. So that's why I bought a blue one. I have to find out where they planted their ward and find close to it so I can hit
The
their
enemy's
ward
top tower
and do
has
ward.
fallen.
The yellow ward helps you to see through the fog of war. So you can see blackened areas and areas that are not fully available. Let me try to plant the blue ward. I'm gonna try to play it safe since they are 2 and I'm 1. And they are obviously good, and they have wards, and I am dead, absolutely dead. That's what the foolish is supposed to do. Now we got help from our middle hero. Usually the person who has the best abilities and the best hero would go to the middle lane where he can fight alone without support. Fighting alone would give you better, a faster experience since you are getting double the experience. When you fight in the lane with another hero, you split the XP between you two. So they are. They want me to get this guy and try to do that. They have another ward somehow. I don't know. I can't see it. I tried to use my ulti. The Sand King has something called the Epicenter. Epicenter is something of, let's say it's
Your bottom
an earthquake
tower has fallen.
or something.
Your top tower has fallen.
You cause an earthquake you cause an earthquake and everyone in that area will get damaged hugely. Each hero has an ulti, and the ulti is like what's called an ultimate attack, and it causes a huge amount of damage. So each hero has a different ulti, and we should pick the best combination of heroes to attack together where they can cause the greatest amount of damage. Like you saw before,
Radiant structures are fortified. Your bottom tower is under attack.
the guy below, the witch doctor, has abilities to stun, and the sniper has fast hits and has his ulti is sniping. He can get a good shot from a longer distance. So we keep changing lanes because these guys are almost winning. So we're trying to hunt them one by one. I managed to help them kill a couple guys, but I ended up dying anyway. So now what I'm buying is this thing, the magic wand, is whenever a hero uses a spell, I get 1 charge, and each charge gives me 15 health and mana per charge, and maximum is 20 charges. This thing is called the Arcane Boost. The Arcane Boost gives me and my team members mana. Mana is used to help you acquire, help you do spells. So it's always good to have mana, or enough mana, because if you need to attack with 3 or more spells, you would need lots of mana. So it helps to get that. Anyway, this guy is trying to attack my team, so I'm trying to hunt them one by one because see, I just used the boots to give them mana, but it's too late anyway. Now I'm buying this, and I am putting these in the queue. Now I play with Sand King differently because most of the players usually buy the Blink Dagger. The Blink Dagger helps you jump from one location to another. So the strategy with Sand King is to use the epicenter, since the epicenter needs charging. You cannot just click it and it would not start rolling right away. It will charge for, I think, around 3 seconds before, slow. No, I'm not sure how much the charging or the animation duration is, but I presume it is 3 seconds. It charges for 3 seconds, then it starts doing its effect. So, to get the full effect of that, people would just I popped up and I couldn't do it anyway. The point is to try to use the epicenter, and then once the animation stops and the whole effect of the epicenter starts, you would then jump to an area with heroes and it would start kicking their butt. And then you would use the sandstorm to hide yourself while you're giving them damage. Now, my strategy is not buying that. My strategy is not buying the Blade Dagger, but buying I have done this guy where he shows them and then I'll keep dropping. Yeah. No, we just killed them all. Anyway, what I was saying is I buy this Aghanim Scepter. The Scepter helps my Barrow Strike reach even further, so I can strike from a longer distance. This would give, in addition to just striking from a longer distance, you would get the ability to, you would get a stronger attack. So that's the point of me going for the scepter instead of the dagger. But then I buy the dagger anyways at the end, afterwards.
Time is money.
Now we're just trying to, since they have so much, they have 4 more kills, so we're trying to get to farm to have more levels so we can just attack them better. So that's why you see everyone is farming and not attacking. My role is a support here in this round. I can be a carry in other rounds. I can be an offlaner and I can play on the top area, which would make them understand that I am not going to support. I am going to attack. Wards here again, I just had to run because I was already almost dead. I can try to help, but I don't know what. Yeah. You better run because when you go back to the fountain where you started the game,
your middle tower
you would be healed. The fountain would help you heal faster. For the items that I bought, the bracer gives you strength. Strength gives you more HP. You have extra items. You can just put on each of the items to see what they give you. This one gives me 100% health and 5% more damage. I need more magic damage because my ulti is a magic damage. So any extra magic damage would make it better. The role of the support is also to buy wards, so other team members can know where they're going and can find enemies lurking somewhere around them.
I will bury you. There's a bit of all.
Okay, I'm gonna try to hit the tower just behind them a little bit. And see where that's going. This guy is trying to run, so I'm gonna give him a few mana. Now, there are usual spots to plant wards, like this one right here. So I'll try to plant one, and they probably have one there as well, as they have a good support. I'll try to plant one there and plant one there, but without dying. I can't jump in because I can see what's going on the fog. They might be lurking there, and they might be attacked. So we're just playing it safe for now, and I almost have my scepter ready. I need another 600, 500, and 470 something. Anyways, we can plant wards here. So we would make our jungle visible. I usually plant a couple of wards, the yellow one and the blue one, because, as I said, the yellow one helps you see more, and the blue one helps you expose if they have another ward or something there. So I would just delete that. The yellow wards are free, the blue wards cost around 50. 50, yeah.
Well and good.
I'm gonna plant one here to make sure that they don't have one. Nope, they don't. Find a couple more. Since I am support, I don't need lots of money. But Sand King, with the caustic thing, caustic finale, gets better. That gets good amounts of money. So that's why I get him for support. But people don't usually like to play him as support. People hate him for that. I don't know why. Anyway, I'm trying to farm more. There are natural creeps. These creeps respawn every 1 minute. At the 1 minute timer.
Run if you can.
Where you can hit them and kill them without anyone seeing, since they are hitting in the fog thing. And they would give you less experience than the normal creep, but you at least hit them safely without anyone watching. Now I got this, so jumping back here to help my team.
I shift like the
sun. Trying to catch one of the enemies to
as I thought.
Kill him separately. Now, my hero is an initiator, which means that I should jump in and make chaos. So others will. See what happened there? I used my ulti and then jumped into the chronosphere, where this guy has his ulti, and that made a huge amount of damage to everyone. His ulti stopped everyone in this block, and it stuns them. They can't do anything. They can't attack. They can't run.
The enemy's middle tower has
which helps him kill them all, since he gets extra speed and extra damage in there, in that chronosphere. Giving them mana, and we're trying to get the towers since they are dead. You have something that is the glyph of fortification, where you just give a shield to your tower. Oh, okay. I just had to run. I had to stop talking. The glyph of fortification gives your towers fortification for 3 seconds. To run. So I was almost there. These bounties keep on spawning. One of the things that I like about Sand King is that they have this 25 health regain when you reach level 20, and this helps me get health faster. And I wouldn't need to go to the base more often. Things are happening there, I can just jump in because I don't have much to do. So that's why I'm running. Trying my best to run because all my team is dead and I can't do anything alone. This second thing I bought, the Bell Discord,
Radiant structures are fortified.
The Veil of Discord gives them extra
Your middle
damage.
tower has
Extra
fallen.
magic damage gives me extra magic damage. So whenever I hit them, they die faster. That's why I jumped in and I used my sandstorm. I couldn't help the guy, and now I'm stuck in the middle like an idiot. I need 5 seconds. 2, 3, 2, 1. I need a couple more seconds to jump back, but I couldn't make it in time. They had a ward planted, so I'm buying a ward for me and the team.
У тебя хрона есть, у тебя хрона есть.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. I don't know why he said that.
Можешь поставить хрону, в
Yeah,
принципе.
the game has lots of Russians, especially but because I chose the Russian server to as one of the servers to look for a game.
Your middle has fallen.
Whenever you did, you get a countdown till you go back up again. The countdown gets higher as you advance in the level. So the higher level, the longer it takes for you to come back. Of course, there are some spells where you some spells that
Я байбек есть нормально.
I'm trying to take the guys with that. Yes, there are some spells that would delay your spawn as well. They would make you spawn even further, like the Necropose.
So you say.
Ulti. I'm gonna buy something called the Black King Bar. This helps me not get stunned whenever attacked, because it will help me do my ulti without them even hitting me. Then that would make some difference. It would also help me run away when I'm in a rough spot. I presume they have a ward here, a couple of wards, so I'm gonna try my best to run there, to plant my wards before they come back out. And since I have my Fire Strike, I can just run away if things go bad. If they don't have it, that would be a bit better for us to see where we go. In their jungle. Right, I can't put that too far away to reach him.
You are expecting Santa Claus.
I have my Black King bar ready now.
Yes, don't it? Yes, indeed.
Kind of. Now this guy they attacked is called Roshan. Roshan gives you something that is called the Aegis of the Immortal. The Aegis is whenever you die, you wouldn't actually die. You would get a gravestone and you would just rise up from the grave again and keep on fighting for another round, full health, full mana, and your spells I think would be
Снайпера желательно ставить, потому что я хочу рапиру вторую.
Yeah, I think he's saying let's attack sniper first, which would be the better strategy, since sniper can attack from far away and yeah, it can attack with fast attacks that would stun you and would make you.
Аккуратней, тебе надо
It's called
выжить,
dashing,
чтобы
you would get dazed.
хрону поставить.
Like this guy, he's unable to do anything. He has to run away now. He activated the flanking ward. He's like run, which is a good thing to do. Now I'm gonna jump in and do the action. That's the age of the immortal, since he had it, he just jumped in and he didn't care. I think they have wards here, so you can point out for the other heroes that you think there's a ward here, you think they should buy wards. Of course, it's not the only duty for the, it's not the duty for the only the support to buy wards and deward. Anyone can buy them, but people usually just tend to rely on the support to do that. There's another support in our team, but I don't think they're playing as support. They're playing as you know, a carry or something. He's good. He didn't die. Okay, at the end of the day, he died. I know it all sounds complicated and you guys might be getting confused if you're still watching, but I assure you the game is lots of fun and lots of fun, and you have to go through a lot of things to understand it better and better. So I'm gonna buy more wards for my team and just try to follow it. It's always good to attack together. It's always a good strategy to do so, since you can combine all your spells. And also, since the other team has 3 dead members, it's a good point to attack. But I'm using that time to just expose their jungle and help my team see more. And my team is trying to attack, but they are not really attacking. And what they're doing. I'm gonna plant a ward here.
Of course.
Надо отходить, ребята, уходим.
Okay, I'm gonna just plant one behind enemy lines. This
Попробуйте
one is hidden from the enemy's eyes. They wouldn't be able to see it because it's in a hidden location, kind of, and they wouldn't get visibility there unless they planted another ward near it. So I'm running away now because I think they're coming and I saw them coming.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
I'm buying this the blink dagger to help me jump even further when needed. I'm also planting just to make sure these wards to make sure that the enemy doesn't have wards somewhere. Here, these 2 fountains, if you say, outposts. You can take an outpost once you've damaged a second tower or removed it completely. This outpost capturing will help my team jump into or teleport into this area, which is close to the enemy's lines. So I'm gonna buy this thing and this thing, and then I'm gonna buy this thing and this thing. Now I'm gonna explain them to you. What I just pointed out to buy and just put in the purchase queue are something for the Aghanim Scepter is you can remove it from your stock since you have a limited number of slots in your stock to attack with. You can remove it and have a permanent effect. It would cost you around 1,400 to do so. Also, the second thing I pointed out to buy is Lincoln Sphere. Lincoln Sphere is an item that helps me avoid one spell. So when somebody tries to attack me with a spell, like this Ogre Mage, I wouldn't get hit by it. And this is the Aghanim Shard. It gives you an a better ability, another ability for your Aghanim Scepter. So in addition to me jumping for a longer distance, the shard would help me get an epicenter shock every once in a while, which does quite a good amount of damage. The last thing I put there is once you have the arcane blink. Once you have the blink dagger, you have 3 upgrades for the blink dagger. Since again, you only have a limited number of slots to put items in. You need to upgrade your items instead of buying new ones. So this is an upgrade for the blink dagger. It helps me get a cooldown reduction for the spells whenever I jump or whenever I use the blink dagger.
As I thought.
Now I'm gonna try to ward again some other way. I think the enemy team are just trying to defend, and they are also trying to farm to get more XP, so they would be able to buy ward, and they would be able to attack us better.
I am ready.
As you see, my stun, my bar strike, and my caustic finale helps me jump to areas far and kill creeps faster, which gives me a good amount of gold to buy stuff with. Now we're only farming and we're not doing anything, which is kind of bad because the other team might be farming as well, which might give them an advantage. So we have to be careful, and we really need to start initiating an attack because we need to win this fast before they get better items. Okay. Our picture 8 one of our teammates, where he could carry him without others seeing where they're going. As you can see there, there's an icon to show you that he is carrying. Okay, there are items that spawn in the river. There are regeneration and invisibility and something that gives you illusions to attack with. These items spawn every 5 minutes, maybe 4 minutes.
Yes, indeed.
It depends on the upgrade, or it depends on the update of the game.
Fresh meat!
So the other team is not attacking, and they are not farming, and they are just
Fresh meat!
So,
more than right.
okay, the guy's posed again.
Out of my way! Forward.
Okay, and now we are doing nothing.
Regeneration!
I
send you down to
I'm
nothing.
getting items. While the other team is... I don't know what the other team is. They are just defending. This is kind of weird.
Already moving.
They are not even farming, which is kind of strange.
I shift like the sand. Nicely stung. Granted.
Okay, now my wards.
All flesh is sand. It comes naturally to me.
Here is the invisibility thing. When you take it, you go invisible and they wouldn't be able to see it.
Oh, shadows, I will find myself.
See, he is now hollowed on the... As you also saw, I got Aghanim Trunk, which gives me...
Well stated.
Now he's holding one of the heroes, and he's
Я
invisible.
гоним заберу пару.
So he's telling us to come help them at the bush, but our other team member is trying to get Roshan
Ну ладно.
to get the Aegis, and then we would attack after that, because that would help
Your
them
soul
not die.
has fallen to the radiant.
Which is a good strategy as well. Oh, you got it. So, when Roshan dies the first time, he only gives you an Aegis of Immortal. When he dies the second time, he gives you something called Cheese. Cheese will help you restore a huge amount of HP when you die. Before you die, sorry. When you kill Roshan for the third time, you get a Refresher Shard and you get a couple more other stuff. He's pinging he's pinging the guy, this guy to eat him. So they would help end together. But I don't think he's understanding.
How'd that happen?
I don't know, they're just playing silly, which will lead us to lose. I'm gonna try to land the ward again inside, so my team would be able to see.
Fresh meat!
I think they saw it, they just hit it. They have wards inside.
Давай пуш влетает и ставишь хром.
They are waiting.
Желательно снайпера первого будет.
Battle structures are falling.
Barely ran away.
Please tell me.
Okay, someone died and they just fought back.
Looks like I should have made some people some enemies.
Tried my best to help them.
Enemy's middle tower has fallen.
This is called the Divine Reaper. The Divine Reaper gives you a huge amount of damage, 250 damage points. So it's always great to have it, but the downfall of it is when you die, it drops. So a couple of guys have a Divine Reaper, or someone have two Divine Reapers, and they just bought it. When they died,
The enemy's middle
it
tower
dropped, so I
has
had
fallen.
to jump in and just try to swoop it away. Now we destroyed all the towers. They're just trying to have fun with the guys who are killing their ancients. Once we hit this, we win the game. He ate it before he died. 1 second. This gem of True Sight is once you buy it, you can see all the invisible stuff. It's like the blue guard, but also again the downfall of it is when you die, it gets dropped on the floor and you have to rebuy it again. Or you have to just pick it up and see where it goes. I'm gonna... you have a carrier. I don't want to confuse you with all the stuff in the game. But you have a carrier. This carrier can go pick stuff up for you. And it delivers the stuff for you as well. So... now they are hitting this base to finish the game. They're just having fun with the guys. It's kind of interesting. I'm getting hit, but I'm moving slowly into the base.
Fresh meat!
Killing them, and this guy has Aegis, so he doesn't care
Like your
if
life.
he dies or not. And we can just hit it and get it over there since all their team members are dead. But I guess the guys want to have work. Let's hope they don't die and we lose the game. Well, it's a far-fetched idea, but if it happens, so I'm gonna try to finish the game myself.
Radiant
And move on. So you can say, good game, well played. Thank you guys for watching. I hope I didn't confuse you much with the game, but thank you again for watching. Please watch more Geeks gameplay videos, and please stay tuned to stay tuned to the channel and subscribe, because I'm gonna be publishing more tutorials for the games, for Dota and for more heroes. So stay tuned and keep watching, and please subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.